What is up, my dudes and dudettes? Welcome back to the Cadenator channel. I am the Cadenator, if you did not know. And we're back. 8 months. 8 months. Since I last watched this show. I'm happy to be back, man. This is really nice. I never thought this would happen. I thought I was gonna end up watching the show or reading the manga on my own. Nope. Just kept it there. It might have been just instinct. I was like, even though I planned to not come back to YouTube, I'm back, bro. So before I would get into anything, if you are new here, this is not the actual. What you are watching right now is the thoughts, commentary, and review for episodes 17, 18, and 19. Don't leave yet. Look at the top of the description. The full reaction, uncut, unedited, is there. Oh, man. Never thought I would come to this. Episodes 17, 18, and 19 of Hunter x Hunter. Of course, this is the end of Phase 4 of the Hunter exams and the introduction to the final phase of the Hunter exams. Of course, whoever passes this will be fully fledged Hunters at the beginning. So if you, again, continuing the if you're new around here train, I'll do a slight recap of the episodes before giving more of my thoughts, predictions, my feelings about the series as a whole, as well as the characters, the moments, the arcs, the episodes, and I will kind of continue on from there. So, neck. We start off again, episode 17. We're ending the fourth phase. Hisoka has just decked Gon across the head, in the right in the jaw, telling him that if he needs to get stronger, Gon takes it personally, like Michael Jordan, and he's just sulking about it. Killua gets his number to get the 6 points, and Leorio and Kurapika meet up with Gon to go and find. I'm trying to remember her name now. Ponzu, who is the person that Leorio is hunting in this final phase, in this fourth phase. Follows her to a cave. The scent of her chemicals that she uses. When he gets in there, she says they're trapped. He can't leave. He shouts for Gon and Kurapika not to join him. However, they do, only to find out that Bourbon, the snake charmer, is dead in the cave, and his snakes won't allow them to touch his body or escape the cave. It's a trap. Gon decides to reach in and grab some anti-venom off of Bourbon, as well as the number, so he can give it to Ponzu to get her 6 points. And she uses the sleeping gas to put all the snakes to sleep. Gon holds his breath, carries all 3 of them out before snatching Ponzu's number as a fee for saving her life, and giving it to Leorio so they can all pass. All 3 of them can pass. So, we get to the final phase, we get this nice little interview segment, and we get to episode 19, which is the start of the final phase. It's a huge tournament. If you performed well in the previous phases, you have more chances. If you did not, then you have less chances to keep yourself in. All you need to do is win one match. One person at the end will not be a hunter. Everyone else will be a hunter. If you can only win these matches by forfeit, or you can actually only win it by forfeit. You can't win by TK or nothing. So, and if you kill your opponent, you're disqualified. And we get Gon versus Hanzo the ninja, and it gets really bad from there. It becomes basically a snuff film, and Hanzo just beats Gon's ass. Child abuse, like, oh my god, it was hard to watch. At first it was like, oh, Gon's taking some hits, and then afterward it's like, oh dear god. Before Gon gets it together and shows his resiliency, even after getting his arm broken, and Hanzo concedes because he's either gonna have to, because it's really the only options are to give up and move and just get another chance the next round and let Gon win, or kill Gon and get disqualified. So, whatever. Well, I have to say, man, I really liked Gon. I think my favorite character in the series so far is Karapika, but Gon is very close, especially now after these 3 episodes. Gon is very has risen the ranks above multiple other characters to become one of my absolute favorite main characters. And we're less than 20 episodes into the series, and I love him. I love him so much. He's adorable. He's funny. He's really charming. He's witty. He's dumb until he's not, and until he's really smart. Um, Obviously, and he's a little conniving, which is awesome because he kind of saves him. It's like, well, what the hell's gonna happen with Leorio because he needs Ponzu's number to pass. So, but then since everyone's asleep, he steals the number and he's like, I'll take this. That'll be a fee for saving your life. You don't get to pass, and I'm like, I like that. Gon is awesome. And then it only gets solidified by the next episode. That never give up attitude is found in a lot of protagonists, but I just love Gon's straightforward, his naivete, his childishness, and his bluntness about things. His naivete and being like, when Hanzo gives up, he's like, no, I'm not gonna win this way. Let's team up, brain blast, figure out how we're gonna end this together, without me giving up, but without you having to just concede the match, so I can actually get a fair fight, a fair win. And yeah, that didn't happen. Like Hanzo just knocks him out. But he's just the fact that he's like so willing. He's like, no, I'm not taking that I'm not taking that win. I need to prove that I can beat you, but I'm not gonna give up. So yeah, you have to lose, but I don't want to win like this. But also how blunt he was, and this was a moment that I think really just I don't like. It hit me pretty hard in the episode. I haven't actually looked back to see my reaction to it. This is pretty again. Obviously, I try to do these reviews quickly after the reaction, so my thoughts can stay there. But really, afterward, like the more I've thought about it between these videos, I'm like, wow, like Gon. Like it's what Gon says is the fact that he's like, I just want to see my dad, and I'm like, holy shit. Like, that is crazy, the fact that he was willing to die. He wasn't going to give up. He got his arm broken. He got the shit kicked out of him for what they said was 3 hours, to the point where he couldn't even vomit anything anymore. This man, like, he got beaten that hard just because he wants to see his dad. He wants to meet his dad for the first time. Which that is so fucked up. But it just shows, like, his courage and his love and his ambition, to the point of nearly being beaten to death, and Hanzo threatening to cut his legs off as a permanent reminder, a permanent energy like that might make him quit. But Gon refuses, and citing the fact, if you do that, I'll bleed out and you'll get disqualified. So it's not a good idea to do that. You should just fight me like a man. But I'm not going to give up. Trust that, And Hanzo tells him off, and he's like, I just want to see my dad, bro. Like, that's it. And it's so heart-wrenching, because you're like, damn, that's really what all this is for. It's not even like, I think that also makes him more endearing in a way, because it's weirdly more human, though I don't think all of us will understand or agree or think the same way. I think the majority of people grew up with a father in their lives. I'd hope to think that. Hopefully a good one. But the fact that, like, he's not going after some imaginary goal, I want to be the number one hero. I want to be the Hokage. I want to be the Pirate King. I want to be the Wizard King. It might not be as realistic as Denji's I just want to touch some titties, but it's still realistic enough to where you're like, you feel for him, especially because of just how sad it is. It's not a grand goal. It's just, I want to meet my dad. And yeah, I absolutely love it. I love Gon as a character. I loved his when he was on screen in these 3 episodes. I liked them more. When he was not on screen, whatever. I mean, the fun thing with the three brothers and Killua was amazing. It was hilarious. Them just being like, oh, it's a little kid, and Killua just outclassing them and everything. It was wonderful. But I wanted to get to something that I think is so crucial in this that I was actually about to get to at the end of my episode 19 reaction. I said, I'll wait for the review to say this. The way they've set up this final phase is perfect because there's so many ways it could go and ways you can think about and theorize. Like, especially because they start off with Gon versus Hanzo, which Gon wins. That's our first matchup. So we're like, we know Gon's going to make it. He's going to make it through. It's obvious. So we start with it. So now everything becomes a little bit more in doubt. We got Hisoka versus Kurapika, which I'm really excited for that fight. But we got that fight coming up, which you assume both of them are going to get, because there's only one person who's going to fail. So it's like, oh, no reason to worry. But there is reason to worry because it feels like a red herring. Now we're going, well, Gon's safe. Gon is safe. He's good. So now everyone else is in doubt. Is Leorio not going to make it? Because it looked like he only had like 2 chances. Is Kurapika not going to make it? Are Killua or Hisoka not going to make it? Because it feels like you have 2 characters in there who we barely know anything about, and I can't even remember. Pockle is one of their names. They are the archer and the dude with the mustache. Like, that's how I know them. The archer and the dude with the mustache. So it's like, well, we know the final ain't going to be them. Because it wouldn't be climactic. So are one of our main characters not going to make it? Leorio feels like the most obvious option. If they are going to go that way. But maybe he will, and they're just trying to throw us off with it. Like, I really don't know where this is gonna go. Like, it's crazy because it's like, well, okay, everyone we've been introduced to and we know is gonna make it. Gon, Killua, Hisoka, Kurapika, Leorio, they're gonna make it. But then now the more I think about it, like, especially because coming out of episode 18, I was kind of just expecting a normal tourney. But then the tournament is a loser's bracket with the one person getting eliminated, so it feels like that one person has to be a major character. Like, there's no way a major character loses the 1v1s if it's just a normal, person who wins gets to be a hunter. It's the person who loses doesn't, which makes me think it's going to be one of the main characters. Obviously, it's not going to be Gon, but we've already written him out. There's no obvious, like, they're not trying to make it suspenseful by keeping the main character in there, because we know the main character is going to make it out at the end of the day. That's just the type of, like, this isn't like a super dark shonen manga. It's I don't want to say childish, but I mean the main character's 12. Like, the main 2 characters, you can argue Killua. I mean, we get a lot more into Killua's thoughts and how he's kind of disappointed in Gon because Gon just keeps getting his ass beat and he's not fighting back. And Killua's like, I would have killed him by now. Like, Gon just doesn't have it. And we start to see the doubt with Killua, which makes you wonder, how's this relationship going to work out? How is Gon and Killua's relationship going to go? Is it going to be because, like, it really makes me wonder. And it also plays with the fact that at least for me, I can't say for everyone, but for me, and I think other people probably going into the show who have the same level of knowledge as me, Killua is like, I've seen him oftenly cited as like a great number 2, a rival, your Vegeta, your Sasuke, your Yuno. But how is that relationship with him and Gon? Because they start out like they're close buddies. They're like, oh, someone else the same age as me, let's be friends, and they become friends. But now we're seeing Killua be disappointed in Gon and not feel that, like, he feels that Gon doesn't have it anymore. So it's like, who? Like, is he gonna be, who is he gonna become? like, I don't think he'll become a full villain, but is he gonna be like the Sasuke type? He's like, I'm gonna kill you, Gon, or is he gonna be like the Yuno type, where they're just trying to be? But Gon's thought is not to be the best hunter; it's to meet his dad. So like, what is it? Like, there's so many questions I have about it, and like, the more I think about it, the more excited I am to watch the next few episodes and to continue this series, especially because I've heard about how amazing it is from everyone, from the manga to the anime. Everything is great about this. So I'm just thinking more and more, and I'm like, I can see so many great ways this could go, and I think that's why it's so great, especially early on here. It's got me intrigued because I'm theorizing things, because there's just certain things like, how are we gonna, how does this work out? What are we doing here, right? So yeah, I cannot wait to see where this goes. I'm really excited. Sadly, for me, looking at the time I am at right now, I don't have the ability to go straight into these episodes. I got stuff to do. I'm so angry that life's getting in the way. I just want to friggin' watch these 2 episodes. But whatever. I'll watch them I'll watch them very soon. Which is where I actually want to get to the last thing in this video, a little bit off topic. So the day I'm filming this, so a little bit behind the scenes, I always kind of do this. I usually will film things before the day they come out. I try to make that a habit. So today, for your information, just so I can kind of get so I can get like the whole situation. Today's Friday the 2nd. This is going to be put out tomorrow for me, and today for you if you're watching this day 1, or in the past if you're not. On December 3rd. So my upcoming schedule, for those of you who are watching along with me, so Sunday, December 4th, will be the end of the Hunter's Exam arc with episode 20 and 21. Monday, will be the first episodes of, I'm sorry, Sunday there will be no video. Monday will be the 20 and 21st episode, apologies. So Saturday and Monday. Saturday the 3rd, Monday the 5th. Tuesday? Oh, I'm so fucking nervous and excited for Chainsaw Man. So Chainsaw Man Tuesdays, episode 9. The reaction will be coming out then on the 6th. And the 7th will be the first 3 episodes of Vinland Saga. It'll kind of be my recap, because that's about as far as I got. I got through the first 2 episodes, and I know what happens in episode 3, or think I know what happens in episode 3, just because it's the big inciting incident of the story. Everything afterward is new to me. I'm excited to see it, especially because season 2 is up on the horizon. We know we're getting a season 2. It's coming out on the 10th. So I'm going to try and pay attention to some of the arcs for Hunter x Hunter to get these batches. Vinland Saga, easier. 24 episodes, 8 3-episode batches. First of them being, of course, Wednesday the 7th. I was going to say the 9th. The 7th of December. So, with that, that'll be all for me today. So, be sure to hit the big red subscribe button to subscribe to the Caden Air channel today, and hit the ringy dingy bell next to it to get notified on all my future uploads. Hit the like button, make sure it turns blue. Once it turns blue, that means you successfully liked the video. Give me thumbs. Share the video, share it with your friend, your best friend, your not so best friend. Share it with anybody who you think, who likes Gon. Share it with anybody who loves Gon, which I think is going to be a lot of people, so, hey, more shares for me. And with that, I bid you all farewell. Adieu. I hope you have a wonderful day, you beautiful, beautiful people. Bye.